What's up, everybody? Yep. Welcome back to another trade breakdown. Today is November 19th, Tuesday, and then I'll show you guys the trade I took today, right? So let's get started. Okay, so here's trading view. Let's start with the 1 hour time frame. Okay, so yeah. You know what? Let's get started with the weekly time frame. So as you can see right here, we have this really good equal lows in the weekly time frames. So two weekly lows right here. I would say these are really strong uh, liquidity points. So we can see them get taken, and later on, right? I'm not saying this week or today, tomorrow, but later on we can see them get taken. But yeah, so let's get started. On the daily, we are inside of a bullish fair value gap. Okay, but we also are starting to see some bearish days. And then overnight, yesterday, I went into the charts and then I saw that we were around this point right here. Let me see, we were around right here, yeah, 22. This is when I opened the chart and then I said, tomorrow I like to see Monday high get taken, and then during my from 9:30 to 11:10, which is the time window I trade, I like to see a displacement lower to take Monday's low and then last week low, right? So yeah, today I was looking for shorts, right? But we took Monday's low and Tuesday and last week's low pre-market. So I never trade pre-market. It's really rare for me to trade pre-market. So I didn't I was not participating in this down move. So my targets were hit, right? So the only targets I had were the equal lows, the weekly equal lows, and then the London high plus Monday's high. Those were my targets, right? So going into the day, I had no bias, right? I was just neutral. I was open to longs and to shorts. So I said, I'll let market open tell me like a little bit more, and see what price, what the market wants to do. But as you can see, as soon as we took Monday's low and last week low, we had an immediate displacement higher. And we started to inverse this 5 minute, this 5 minute, this 5 minute. And so at 9:30, we went up right here at 9:30. And by the time we were going up here at 9:30, right, I said, okay, so we might want to go higher now. So we already took last week's low, Monday's low, and as you can see on the 1 hour time frame, if you can see it, it kind of looks like a AMD model, like accumulation, manipulation to then distribution. So I said, yeah, I will look for longs now, right? So I'll, I was looking for longs, right? So at 9:30 market open, we rallied up, then came back down to I will call this order block. Maybe an entry was there, but when I was live trading, I just didn't see it. It didn't even came to my mind to go along there. I was waiting for more confirmations, right, to actually see that price wanted to go higher to this buy side liquidity. So it didn't even cross my mind, right? But as soon as we started going back up again, and then we closed above this high right here, making it like a break of structure, right? I said, okay, okay, so this is, um, actually confirming that it wants to go higher. And then we created this, where is it? This 1 minute fair value gap right here. Okay, we created this 1 minute fair value gap, and then we also had this order block right here. We also had this order block right here. Okay, and I said, okay, this looks like a really great. The higher time frame is bullish. It looks like an AMD model, accumulation, manipulation, distribution. Okay, my model is present. My lower time frame entries, they are present. We closed above a high, creating a CISD. Okay, we have 1 minute fair value gap. Okay, we have 1 minute order block. Okay, on the 5 minute, we inversed a lot of bearish fair value gaps that if we were truly bearish, we should have respected. Okay, on the 15 minute, we also inversed this fair value gap right here, and then so I said, okay, I'll go long on this fair value gap, and that's where I went long, right? My entry was somewhere around here. My stop loss was just below this order block, what I consider order block, right? Uh, and then yeah, I got taken out like that, and then my target was the London high. This was my target, the London high, right here. So I got taken out. Later on, we started to consolidate from around 942 to 1028 is when we started to is when we consolidated that whole time, and then we started going up, right? There was another entry presented, which I think was when we came back down here. Then we inversed this fair value gap right here. I could have gone long again right here, just to show you guys. Let me see. Boom, long right here. I'm sorry, long right here. Stop loss just below this low. Target is still London low. But I just didn't take it for two reasons. One was because I am only allowed to take one trade a day, and then my trade idea was here, got taken out. I'm not allowed to take any other trade. And two, because I had already identified that we were inside of a consolidation, so most likely I knew that even if I entered, because it didn't even cross my mind to take a second trade. But even if I am allowed to take two trades, I wouldn't have taken this trade just because of the fact that I already knew we were inside of this consolidation right here. And then what makes me think, right, that as soon as I enter this trade, we're gonna stop consolidating and then we're gonna go higher. Just because I enter does not mean price is gonna do that, right? Most likely we're gonna keep consolidating and even get taken out. So that's why I didn't take this trade. And it was a good idea for me, even though it went to my target. I followed my rules, I followed my edge, and that's what matters, right? Uh, I'll show you guys that executions so y'all can see. Let's minimize this, and here it is. So as you can see, I went long. It says one buy plus four. That's five micro contracts I went in. It says at 8:43, but it's just the time zone that is wrong. I went long at 9:43, and then I got stopped out at 9:48. It was around 9:48. Let's say it was around 9:48 that I got stopped out. And so yeah, that was my trade. I risked 0.25% of my account, which is $250 because my accounts are 100K each. Um, as I've said before, I am currently on an exhibition account, which means I'm building my buffer. And then yeah, I lost a little bit more, 250, 260, 270. I lost like $30 more, which is fine by me. That doesn't really matter. It is not that much that I lost. But yeah, this was my trade idea for the day. Got taken out. I already journaled everything. I already learned. And then yeah, another thing I want to mention was that even if I had entered before, maybe way down here, I would have gotten stopped out at break even just because I would have thrown my stop loss to break even, or maybe even higher. And then yeah, to be honest, and for me, in my opinion, personal, there was not better entry than this one right here. And even if you could have entered right here, it was not a good idea because uh, even if I wanted to enter right here, it was not a good idea because I knew we were consolidating. Some, I was not following my plan or my edge. And then, yeah, let me know like who else caught this trade. If for the few of you that are watching. And then, if y'all think I did something wrong or that maybe I can improve in something, y'all let me know. I'm open to any criticism from you guys. And hopefully y'all can learn this. Y'all can learn something from this. So, yep, like and subscribe.